I'm Matthew from the Heartbreaks.
And I'm Fran of Seeräuber Jenny in the Deaf Institute at Manchester.
The Deaf Institute.
Is that anything to do with deafness?
Well, yes.
Really?
It was to do with deafness. It was the Deaf Institute.
So there
before it was a club called the Deaf Institute, yeah.
So
the Deaf and Dumb
They
Institute.
haven't just come up with that name?
No.
Okay, the gentle introductory discussion. The Milltown Brothers and Mint Royale, separated by Mini Driver's possibly fantastic solo album in the record shops. What he means there, it took me a while to realise, is that if you go through the alphabet, is that obvious to everyone apart from me?
Yeah.
Because I was I haven't even seen any Mini Driver films, so what am I going to say about Mini Driver? Okay. Joined at the hip for the purposes of conversation. What do these names mean to you? What have you learnt from the people? What have you learnt from the people involved in the Milltown Brothers?
Very little from Mini Driver.
No, nothing at all.
The Milltown Brothers, the drummer of the Milltown Brothers is our manager.
No.
Mm.
That's quick. So I don't want to be disingenuous when I'm like, oh, brilliant, because I only actually heard of the Milltown Brothers today, but apparently they're really good. Because I'm really southern.
Well, they were moderately successful in the early '90s with their hit "Which Way Should I Jump," which got to number 38, I believe.
Is it good?
Yeah, and and the drummer Nian is our manager, and what I have learnt from him is, I think, the importance of loyalty and having friends around you, you know, and someone who is a constant. Nian has been a constant with us and will be a constant for as long as the Heartbreaks exist. I think that's what I've learned from him.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with Mint Royale at all?
Yes, because they actually have a connection to where we're from in Morecambe, in Lancaster, and Neil.
Yeah,
produces.
Yeah, that's right. Well, yeah. Well, I mean, we're sort of like partners, I suppose. But yeah, he essentially does a lot of production, and I do a lot of writing. But somehow it comes together to not be the division that it usually is. Like, it's a lot more like 50-50 and stuff. Like, I think Neil comes from like one specific like background, and I come from like a completely different one. And then in the middle, we add up to more than the sum of our parts, sort of thing. So yeah, that's why we. But I think from that point of view, it's just more about like Neil and Mint Royale. Obviously, I've like, heard of them and stuff and heard their songs in the past. But I'm not going to say that I was like amazed because he was in Mint Royale. Like, I think Neil's a really interesting sort of guy musically and pretty inspiring from that point of view. Not really from he's had chart success. So I don't know how much that really even means.
So you were writing before you met?
Yeah, I wrote like a demo and then naively like sent it out to like everyone, and then Neil got some of it and he rang me up when I was in a kitchen shop and was like,
why were you in a kitchen shop?
I was looking for a dough scraper. It's a thing that you get when you make bread for scraping there. I don't really make bread, but I really wanted one at the time, and he was like, stop buying that dough scraper, write some more songs.
Throw the dough scraper away, even.
Yeah, forget that, and send me some more songs. So I did, and we just went from there.
Cool.
So a year later, here I am.
I really like it. It really reminds me of... did you ever hear Scarlett Johansson's album of Tom Waits covers?
No, it sounds wicked.
It is really good.
Really?
Much better than I think she was possibly given credit for, as she was the movie star making an album, you know. Exactly. And it's produced by your man from TV on the radio. Is he called Dave Seatek or Seatek? And it's really good. You'd like it.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to check it. It's got novelty value enough to make everyone listen to it.
It really
Scarlett Johansson covers Tom Waits. I really like Tom Waits though, but